Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode. This is a special video in the series. It's an end of season recap where today we'll be taking a look at the things in the save that you normally wouldn't see in a standard episode. So we're taking a look at the top scorers, the assists, the clean sheets in the division, team of the season, goalkeeper of the tournament, all those sort of awards there. We'll also have a look around the leagues in Europe as well. So La Liga, Serie A, Ligue 1 and whatnot, what teams did what. Also look at the academy, the final squad report as well, our own end of season awards, and to end the video too, we'll have one of my goal of the season compilations. If you've never seen one of those before, look forward to it. They're really fun, and you guys can vote for the best goal we scored this season. At the end of the series, we'll have a goal of the series compilation as well. So lots to get through in a season recap. Let's get straight to it. Okay, so to begin with then, we're going to take a look at the top scorers charts in the first season of what was a crazy first year of Premier League football in this series. And Harry Kane ended up winning the Golden Boot, and that's not really a surprise based on his form for Spurs over the past couple of years. And in the game, of course, such a great striker as well. 22 goals he ended up with, claiming the Golden Boot. Hazard was in second, Mata in third, Firmino in fourth, and Dusan Tadic of the Saints in fifth. We only had one representative in the goal of the season charts. Can you guess who it is? Well, you'll find out right now. It's Sisto, who had 9 goals. Meunier did score 8 for us, but sadly did not make it onto the top 25. As for the top assists in the division, well, Marcus Rashford had the most with those, with 10. The only player in the Premier League that got into double digits for assists. So lots of selfish play then in the first season of the Premier League. Rashford with 10 had the most assists, and once again, only one representative from Huddersfield Town. That was Charlie Adam, who had, what was it, 7? 7 with 8. So CA7 with 7 assists. What a signing he was. And as for clean sheets as well, as you can see, David De Gea won the Golden Glove. 14 clean sheets for the Spaniard. He was fantastic. Lissel had 7, going to the top 10 as well. That was great to see. And those are the assists, the clean sheets, and the top scorers in the Premier League in Season 1. And we are now going to move on to something very interesting, because I've already seen this, but I can't wait for your reactions anyway. Basically, we have the Golden Boot in the breaking news here, the winner, which is Harry Kane. Of course, goalkeeper of the tournament was David De Gea as well, but also team of the season, and just I mean, honestly here, all I can say is that when the Premier League, the Football Association, decided to ask the journalists for who they thought was the best team of the season, I think they only asked journalists that are based in West Yorkshire, because, yeah, we had a lot of representatives in the team of the season. In the end, it was 7. Was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, no, I can't count, 5, oh god. We had 5 representatives, still, that's just under half of the representatives in the team of the season coming from Huddersfield Town. Lissel, inexplicably, was named goalkeeper of the tournament. We also had someone in the back line, that was Tommy Smith as well. Sisto, Moy and Kachunga were the other representatives from Huddersfield, and the other players were Leighton Baines from Manchester United, Ben Mee from Burnley, John Stones from Manchester City, Matic from United, Kane from Spurs, and Gabriel Jesus from City as well. So 5 of the 11 players in the team of the season came from Huddersfield. Now, I know we overperformed this season and massively as well. We had a great first season in the Premier League, but really, all of those players getting into the team of the season, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was some rigging going on in those voting, because I don't think we deserve that many. So we'll now take a look at the other leagues in Europe as well, and we'll start with the Championships. You can see what teams are coming up to the Premier League next season. Aston Villa won the Championship with 98 points from 46 games, so they won the title and are heading back to the Premier League. Wolves will also be joining them, and I'm really excited for that, because Wolves have got some awesome young talent in the game and in real life as well, so can't wait for the clashes at Molineux next season. And as for the playoffs, well, Fulham, Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland and Derby all made it into the playoffs, but we don't know which team got promoted. We'll find out next season. So one of those 4 teams, Fulham, Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland or Derby, will join Aston Villa and Wolves in the Premier League next season. And no, I'm not scrolling down any further. So also in Ligue 1, as you can see, Monaco are going to be crowned champions of Ligue 1 as well. There's one game to go in France, but they are 24 points clear of PSG. How was my mouse today, guys? Embarrassingly bad, because I just realised it's 14 points. Oh god. Monaco are champions, let's move on. In Germany, Bayern Munich were crowned champions once again, so Carlo Ancelotti getting it sorted in the game clearly, as they won the title once more. In the Serie A, no surprises, Juventus crowned champions of Italy. There's one game to go there, but they are 11 points clear of second place Napoli, and will of course be getting crowned champions. And as for La Liga, well, there is one game to go, and Real Madrid are 3 points clear of local rivals of Atletico Madrid. And because it goes down the head-to-head in La Liga, maybe it could be Atletico Madrid winning the title if they win and Real Madrid lose the final day. But because we don't know the fixtures in the other leagues, we can't tell. So let's just say, to make it easy, that Real Madrid are crowned champions, because like maybe there is a slight chance, but I doubt it. So let's just say Real Madrid are crowned champions, and that's how La Liga finished, sort of. Now, as I do a quick training session as well, I will show you the academy next. A couple more things to go through before the end of season awards, but also, I just do want to say as well, like, a massive thank you for the support on season 1. It's been amazing, man. Like, it's been an awesome season. I've really enjoyed it. I think there's just been so much drama packed into the first season. But I'll tell you this right now, it's been hard work producing all these videos, but I gotta say, man, like, the support you guys have shown has been absolutely fantastic. So sincerely today, guys, thank you so much for the support. It's been amazing, and I can't wait for season 2 to begin tomorrow morning. It should be great, and I'm really looking forward to it. But anyway, here is our academy then. You can see our final academy as we end season 1. Now, this might be changed heading into season 2 tomorrow morning, based on what happens between now and the official end of the season, because some of the players might ask to terminate their contracts, and I might give them pro deals or terminate them. We don't know, but you'll see if anything happens in the build up to the next season anyway, because tomorrow morning we will start a new season, but right to begin with, you'll see like some stuff as we end the season, like training and maybe some more academy stuff as well. So in the academy in season 1 anyway, as you can see, we've got a few good talents here. Patrick Wilson looks like one of our best, 81 to 94 potential with 55 overall right now. Centre forward is just 15 years old and 6'2". I'm excited for him. Jamie Turner looks great, 6'6", a man mountain at just 17 years old, 57 overall, 80 to 94 potential. He looks great as well. There's some great players with good potential here. A few players have poor overalls, which is what I'm quite concerned about. But there's some really good talents here. Patrick Roberts, another one, 56 overall, 84 94 potential, with some really great physical stats at just 16 years old. I'm excited for him and Patrick Wilson, the Patricks, more than anyone, I think. Will Walker could be alright. Harrison, I might release Harrison Griffiths actually, because he's not doing too well. Owen Harrison could be okay. Hugh Kelly could be alright. Ed Shaw, not best. And Ewan Cooper, he looks very good too. 61 overall, 84 90 potential. He looks great as well. Now, as we take a look at the final team as well, we will go through the squad in the squad hub. You'll see a look at their final stats in season 1 and their attributes as well. And I'll also be discussing the players, analysing them, and also whether they'll be staying here next season or not. So we'll start off with the stats then for what players did what. And I got to say, it was a really good campaign for many of these players, and I was impressed by quite a lot of them. Sean Morris obviously broke into the first team this year, coming out of the academy, played 6 games, got 2 clean sheets, so not bad for a 17-year-old goalkeeper. Obviously, Lissell's not going to be here next season on loan. Smith played 43 games in every single Premier League match, apart from our win over Chelsea. He was really good. Zanker also played 31 games this season, a very good centre-back for us. Tuanzebe stepping in this year and doing very well in his first year at Huddersfield Town, green 4 ratings too. You'll see his stats in just a moment's time. But to be honest, quite a lot of this team, really won me over this year. I was thinking going forward, we are going to be changing this Huddersfield team quite a lot, but there's a lot of future for a lot of players here. There are players like the Great Dane, there are players like Sessegnon that came in this season as well. There are players that have like really good talent for the future. There he is, the handsome man. Jay Hall, who I thought was really good towards the end of the season as well. And then there's good first team players already with good quality that I don't want to sell, such as Aaron Moy, Kachunga, who I thought was really good as well. I like the look of Mounier going forward. So yeah, it's a really encouraging first season. Many of these players played really well. There were very few players that really didn't impress me. One was Depoitre, wasn't too keen on him, only 2 goals in 20 games. But for the most part, lots of these players played really well. I can't really think of too many players that didn't really do a good job in the first season. So as we now look at the attributes of the players as well, it's going to take a lot longer than it used to do. Actually, do you know what? I can't do this, can I? Because you got to... Oh, yeah, you've made this complicated for YouTubers because I don't know how I'm going to present this, because it's going to be really hard for you to see all of the attributes, and these attributes don't even show the full range of attributes anyway. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just show you the attributes of the most important players, because we won't be able to do the rest, because we'll be here literally forever going through every single player. So I'll just show you the better players, their attributes, and the younger prospects as well, and how they're currently developing. And actually, I just realised, and I can't even do that, because the goalkeepers, they don't have their goalkeeping attributes in the squad hub. Why not? Why would you have their technicals and not their goalkeeping attributes? You know what? Forget it. You know how good those players are. You can see their overalls on the screen right now. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just quickly zip through so you can see the diagram. You can see where their key stats are. and where their attributes are improving as well, because you can see the overall change as well on the screen right now. EA have made this a lot more complicated than it needs to be, man, seriously. Like, I don't get me wrong, I like the squad hub feature. It's nice to have everything in one little section, but they've made it a lot more complicated, especially for those that want to present it for YouTube. And why they don't have goalkeeping attributes in the attributes section in the squad hub is beyond me, because why you wouldn't want to see the technical attributes of the goalkeepers, but you would want to see that. I don't know. Maybe for the future EA can improve on that. But these are the diagrams anyway of the players. You can see their overall change as well, and how they're developing too. That did not go according to plan. Sorry about that, everyone. That's not quite as good. And so the final thing you'll see in the actual game is the board expectation screen, and you can see how we got on in our first season. Now, our manager rating is 83. That is subject to change heading into season 2. But as you can see, we achieved most of our objectives in Season 1, but it did fail a couple, and a couple of them are quite interesting as well. Now, our youth development one is the first expectation. We'll take a look at here. Now, this is a low priority objective. Now, we hit one of our short-term objectives, but failed the other one. The first one we hit was sign one youth player to the senior team in the same season they were scouted, played them in 5 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming on as a sub. We did that. But the one we failed was grow one youth academy player by at least 5 overall points. As soon as they've grown, played them in 5 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming on as a sub. Now, technically we failed that, but in a way we sort of didn't, because with Sean Morris, he played over 5 games and he's grown 12 ratings. But the reason that's going to be a failure is because it says as soon as they have grown, played them in 5 matches. Now, the problem is that he grew 12 ratings whilst he was getting the game time, so I assume that's why that objective is going to get failed there, which is it's a little bit harsh, let's be honest here, considering he grew 12 ratings and did quite well, but that's just how it is. The board unimpressed still, and unfortunately that's just how it is. We did exceed our brand exposure objective though. That was a low priority objective too. Keep a streak of at least 85% attendance in 5 consecutive home matches. We did that in 9 of our games this year, so that's fantastic. Continental, nothing, because we weren't in Europe and we won't be next season either. And in domestic aims, very low priority. We failed 1 but achieved 2. The first one was short term, avoid relegation. We did that. What a great season. 9th place for us. Very happy with a top half finish in season 1. But for long term, we achieved it in the short term. Within 2 seasons in the Premier League, finished mid-table. We did that in the first season. That's fantastic. But sadly, we will fail our financial objective, which was a short-term one. Finish the season with £8.8 million unspent allocated funds. We're going to finish up with around 3 to 3.5 million in total. So yeah, failed 2 objectives, but hit the rest. And yeah, failed 3 objectives, hit the rest. And still, 83 rating, manager rating. I'm happy with our first season. It's been a good first season. It's been a very good season. So now that's out of the way, let's move on to the end of season awards. I've never done this before. It's quite basic, but if you can excuse the really poor Photoshop, this should be quite fun. So I thought this would be quite fun, something interesting, something new to my channel. It's not a unique idea, I know it's been done before on YouTube, but I thought something which, I've never done before, and I think just a nice way to end the season, not just addressing the squad and how the players go on, but also individually, what players really stood out from the pack. So 4 awards to give out. The first one is Young Player of the Season, second one Signing of the Season, third one is Game of the Season, and the 4th Player of the Season as well. So let's get straight to it with the Young Player of the Season in 2017-2018. So with our team having a nice blend of youth and experience, there were several different candidates I could have given this award to, as there were quite a lot of youngsters in our team in our first year in the Premier League that impressed me quite a lot. But in the end, I decided to give it to our left back, Ryan Sessegnon, who was signed from Fulham at the start of the season, and the 17-year-old was only supposed to be a squad player in our debut year in the Premier League, but due to progressing well in training, and most importantly, some really good performances when giving opportunities, I thought Sessegnon probably deserved it most, as eventually in the second half of the season, he became our starting left back at Scott Malone and also Louvre as well. Only 17 years old, but already looking really, really good for the future, and already now considered our starting left back as well at such a young age. So Sessegnon, our Young Player of the Season. I thought he had a fantastic debut year in a Huddersfield shirt. So the next award is Signing of the Season, and this was a really difficult one because there were so many candidates for this award. We brought in quite a few good good players for Huddersfield in our debut season, and pretty much every single one impressed me. But in the end, I gave it to someone that came in not in the summer transfer window, but in the January transfer window, due to the fee and his impact on the team straight away. Connor Chaplin, who arrived from Portsmouth for £1.35 million towards the end of the January window. He's already scored 5 Premier League goals in just 12 games, and a couple of them being really important ones as well, such as the game winner against Swansea and the game winner against Chelsea. This kid is a really, really young talent. With Mounier going into a goal-scoring slump in the second half of the season, I gave this guy chance after chance after chance, and he failed to let me down. Connor Chaplin has a really bright future in this Huddersfield team, and that's why he's my sign of the season, because for £1.35 million, it's looking a bargain already. Now, as for game of the season, this one was very tough because there were some classics in our first year with Huddersfield Town. There was the famous 1-0 win at the Kirklees Stadium against Manchester United. There was our 2-1 victory away at Anfield and our 2-1 victory away at Stamford Bridge as well. There were some good controlled victories in this season too, like our win over Southampton at the start of the season. But in the end, I went for one of the most dramatic games of the year, which ended up being a wonderful win for Huddersfield Town. Our 3-2 victory over Liverpool at the Kirklees Stadium, where we trailed in this game with just a few minutes to go after Ben Woodburn turned in a Mohamed Salah cross, and at this point in the season we still hadn't won in the calendar year of 2018. We felt like that streak was going to continue, but straight from kickoff, Tom Ince equalised for us with a wonderful effort from just outside the area after rouletting around the defender and finding the bottom corner. We were going to be totally satisfied with a point. With virtually the final kick of the game, Pione Sisto did what he did best all through the season, cutting from the left, and basically with the final kick of the match won us the game and gave us the 3 points. The Kirklees Stadium was rocking. It was an unbelievable comeback as we went from despair to elation in just a matter of moments. The 3-2 win over Liverpool, my game of the season. And as for the final and most important award, it is of course the player of the season, and whilst there were quite a few decent candidates for this award, I think you guys know exactly who I chose for this one, because he was a well-worthy and thoroughly deserved winner. Pione Sisto, our player of the season in our first year at the Kirklees Stadium, who arrived from Celta Vigo at the start of the year for £10 million, and right from the first minute this guy walked through the door, we knew we had a special talent. He scored 10 goals this season, 9 of which in the Premier League and 1 in the FA Cup, and bagged 4 assists as well. And whilst that may not sound like an amazing return, he was our top scorer this year and a fabulous talent. He scored some memorable goals. You'll see a few of them in the goal of the season compilation to come in just a moment's time. And I think you guys know, despite there were being quite a few decent players in this Huddersfield team, this guy stood apart from the pack. He was sensational, and Pione Sisto, without question, our Huddersfield Town player of the season for 2017-2018. Well deserved. So that will do it for the end of season awards in our first year with Huddersfield Town, guys. The recap is on the screen for you right now for who won what. But also, I would like you guys to comment down below your choices for those 4 awards and whether you would have given them to different players and a different game as well. So let me know in the comment section down below who was your young player of the year, your signing of the season, your game of the season, and also your player of the year as well. The next thing you guys are going to see is the goal of the season compilation. It's the final part of this video, so look forward to that. It's really awesome, and don't forget, if you want to get involved and vote for your favourite goal of the season, in the top right of the screen there will be a poll for you right now. Enjoy the goal of the season, and I'll see you straight afterwards.
Top class keeping. Beautiful work on the ball. He's beaten his opportunity here. Oh, what a fine goal. They lead by 2 now. They'll feel a little bit more comfortable, and they're good value for this out here to put on a show, and we're enjoying it. Everybody except the opposition is enjoying this.
It's not often when you are allowed to create this many chances, so why not? They'll keep on pushing, I'm sure.
Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Going for goal! Oh, spectacular is that?
Well, you have to get the timing absolutely perfect to take that on. And boy,
And a wonderful finish.
it takes a bit of battle to take that on. He showed plenty.
Well, how did he do it? We're about to find out. Have another look at it here, Alan.
Well, you need tremendous ability and agility, Mark.
Attacking now. Palmer. Space for the shot. And a goal.
Well, he's only been on the pitch a matter of minutes. I'm not sure he's touched the ball before this, but a vital touch there to score.
Hit the goalkeeper.
He had a look off, he saw the keeper's position, and what a cheeky finish.
Well, I want to see this again, this goal. Still in with a shout.
Time is running out. It's now or never. I think they've got to lift the game.
Shot up! Oh, what a time to score, to get back into the game. They're level again. Have it, Alan, haven't they? And this late equaliser, fair reward.
Well, I think so. They were banging on the door for quite a long time, and finally they've got that goal.
And the decision for the added time is 3 minutes. Chance now at a crucial time in the match to counter-attack. Up for the attack. Still trying to get the goal that will win them the match. Saw the goal and went for it. And the ball's got in, and that could win them the game. This is the great appeal of the game. A team that's given little chance can win, as surely they've done with this late goal.
Yeah, and I think every single individual has played at the maximum, as opposed to the opposition who haven't been at it.
So thank you very much for watching this special end of season recap episode, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you'd like to vote for your favourite goal scored this season, then click or tap on the top right of the video where you'll see a YouTube poll for you to cast your vote on what was a fantastic selection of wonderful goals. Don't forget that tomorrow morning at 10 AM UK time, a brand new season will begin, so make sure you set your alarm clocks so you can watch the first episode of season 2 as soon as it comes out. Thanks for watching, please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you for the start of season 2 tomorrow morning at 10 AM UK time.